Hello and happy Thursday. Welcome to Thriving Thursdays with me, your host, Dr. D. And let me just tell you a little bit about myself. If you're new here, definitely you want to like and subscribe. I am Dr. D, or otherwise known as Dr. Dewan Carpenter. I am a board certified physician in physical medicine and rehabilitation with a focus on lifestyle medicine. And I help busy women to refocus on their well being so that they can step out of chaos and thrive. And today, I am answering another question that I am frequently asked by patients. And that is, Dr. D, what is a GLP-1? So, first of all, you may not know it as GLP-1. You may know it as Ozempic, Wegovy, semaglutide. There are multiple different names, generic and brand otherwise, that you may be familiar with. But essentially, it is the newest, most effective weight loss injection, which now there is also a pill that people are using to help them to lose weight and improve their life and wellness. Well, what is it really and what does it do? So, GLP-1 medications are actually a mimicking a pharmaceutical clone, if you will, of the hormone that your body produces, which is GLP-1 or glucagon like peptide. Okay, so now we know what it is. So what? That hormone actually is what your body produces to regulate your blood sugar. It is one of the things that helps to give your body that feeling that you're full, and it actually slows down your digestion. So, in those ways, it helps people to lose weight, and it also helps with people who are diabetic or have blood sugar control issues. But if we make GLP-1 in our bodies, then why are we all not already in a place where we have lost the weight and feeling great? Well, there can be a number of reasons why that is. So, first of all, your natural body GLP-1s are not as effective if you are consuming lots of sugar or added sugar substances. So, soda, pop for all of my Ohio up north people, soda, candy, juices. Believe it or not, juice is a lot of the times a lot more of sugar and added sugar as opposed to the other health benefits that you would assume it has. You also can limit your body's effectiveness of your natural GLP-1 when you have a diet that is rich in refined carbohydrates. That includes white bread, crackers, white rice. So what we call simple sugars. They are usually highly processed and things that contain enriched anything. So if it says enriched flour in the ingredients, then it is most likely a very refined carbohydrate. And processed foods, fried foods, so processed is anything that is quick, easy, comes in a box or a container, that's a bag. Those are things that would be considered processed. Now, if we naturally have GLP-1s, are there things that we can do in our everyday if we are not interested in GLP-1 medications for whatever reason? Certainly, we know that everybody doesn't qualify. We know that insurance doesn't cover it for everyone. So, what can you do naturally to increase and boost your natural GLP-1 secretion? I'm so glad you asked. You can make sure that your diet has uh, lots of protein. Okay. So protein is one of those things that we need a lot of. Not to overdo it, but we need a good amount of healthy sources of protein, and that can include lean meats if you are a meat eater. It can include eggs. It can include yogurt in some cases, fish, beans, lentils, tofu. All of those things can help you to increase your body's natural production of GLP-1. You also can find this in fiber sources. We call it soluble fiber. So that means fiber that's easy to digest. And that can be oats or barley type sources, apples, berries, any types of legumes, like again, beans, lentils, chickpeas, sweet potatoes, chia seeds, flax seeds. Those are some good examples. And this is one that some people actually don't know as much about. So often we hear that we should do fat free and stay away from fat. But your body actually needs fats, and it needs it in a healthy source. So we call those healthy fats. And that can include avocados, olive oil, fatty fish, if you are a fish eater. There are some caveats to that, but for our purposes today, fatty fish such as salmon and mackerel. Again, walnuts and seeds like chia and flax. So far in our list, you may have noticed that there are multiple things that hit multiple categories. So also you can consider foods that contain polyphenols, and those are things like berries, dark chocolate, green tea, and then also probiotic or fermented foods. You could find this these foods increase your natural GLP-1, such as yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, and kefir. Again, some of these have some caveats because um, in when we talk about lifestyle medicine and the foods that we know are best for our body, based on evidence and research over the years, we know that dairy products, especially in today's market, are not always the best. They come with some inflammatory producing factors. And so I tend to discuss with many patients to avoid or minimize their use of dairy for that reason. Let's see. So the reason, again, if I can just go back to why people using GLP-1s are dropping weight rapidly, has to do a lot with the fact that they feel full longer. If you take some of these foods, particularly the healthy fats and proteins, you will notice if you add those to your diet, you will feel fuller longer. So, for example, for a lunch, sometimes I'll have sliced chicken breast, broccoli, and just eating that, I feel like I still need a little something. So, I'll get a handful of nuts. My preference is always cashews. So I'll get a handful of cashews, drink my water, and after that, I feel like I have had a very healthy, full, satisfying meal. And I usually don't need a snack in between my next meal because that makes me feel full longer. So, again, I just gave you several things off of our list of natural food sources that will help to increase our internal GLP-1 production. I gave you the lean meat, that was the chicken breast. I gave you the healthy fat, which was in the cashews. Actually, and nuts are protein. So I kind of had three of those just from two separate categories. So that's a good way for you to increase your natural GLP-1. And I will just give you a little bonus. There is a natural supplement that you can take that will also help you to increase your GLP-1 production. And that is a supplement called berberine. It's BERBERINE. Now, Just a little disclaimer, I am a physician, but I'm not your physician. So none of this is a physician patient relationship. And I am providing this information solely for your knowledge and information purposes. But if you would like your own personal consultation about your specific scenario and ways that you can actually increase your own GLP-1, you can always schedule your free, no no commitment consultation with me, and that information will be in the notes for today's episode where you can schedule that, as well as information to my website. So as always, I thank you so much for joining me today on Thriving Thursdays. We're here we are committed to helping you to not just survive, but we want to get you out of the chaos so that you can thrive. All right. And that is all that we have for today. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with other people that you think may be interested, and click the bell so that you know every time that I go live. All right, until our next edition of Thriving Thursdays, you guys be well and thrive.